Yes, good morning, everyone. Right, good morning in the chat box. Okay, chalo, let's begin. Your results are out, right? I mean, I just saw the messages. I don't know. Okay, okay. So, yeah, those who are joining now, kindly write good morning in the chat box. Okay, I'll mark it as an attendance. Fine. In this lecture of today's, and anyways, we have completed the first two modules of the supply chain, and today we'll be starting with the third one. So as I've told you in the previous classes, third module will half of the third module will be done by me, and the remaining half of third module and fourth and fifth module will be done by some another professor. So he will be taking over from the second half of the third module. Okay, so in the first and the second module, basically in the first module, we have discussed what is a supply chain. Okay, how it evolved through maybe through 50 years back or 100 years back, how it has evolved through 100 years, 200 years back. Because earlier in those days, supply chain was not treated that was not given that importance which is given nowadays, because the company didn't feel that they should have a good supply chain facility, a supply chain capability. Okay, so slowly as the time evolved, there were certain changes in the supply chain and how it evolved. We have seen. Okay, and then afterwards, what are the what do you mean? Then what are the different kinds of supply chain the and different companies have, and who are the pioneers? Like Walmart and Dell, they are the pioneers of having a business based on the supply chain. And then afterwards, in the second module, we went to the outsourcing part of it. Okay, whether the firm should outsource and the some items, or whether they should make on their own. Okay, and what are the difficulties and what are the advantages, disadvantages of outsourcing and of making. Okay, whether it is cost effective, whether there can be a leakage of information, we can have economies of scale, we can produce in bulk or we can order in bulk. So there were different kinds of things in second module. Then in second module we also had this what do you call it. In second model, we also had the sourcing and decision to which supplier to select, how to select, and which will be the good option. Okay, so and when we are sourcing it through internationally, then what are the different challenges we are going to get? ये सब था in second module. So in the first and the second module combined, the entire thing was focusing on what is the overall supply chain, basically. Okay, how the overall supply chain should be. Okay, then now in the third module, okay, so in the first and the second module, we have studied the overall part of the supply chain, and which in which we were focusing on how we are extracting the raw materials, or not exactly how, but from the extraction of the raw materials to the production of those finished goods, and after the production, how the products are kept in the warehouses, and from there how the logistics process starts, and from that process till the delivery of the product in the hands of the customer. That was our supply chain. Okay, the entire process. And we studied the bits and parts of the entire process. Okay, in and a company wants the company doesn't want that the customer should go empty-handed from the store, and he is not able to find the product which he is looking out for. Okay, if I am a company which is manufacturing toothpaste, okay, and soaps, and if customer is walking into a shop and he is looking out for my soap or the toothpaste which he wants, then he should not go empty handed. He should not feel that the product is not available. Okay, that should not happen. Okay, that is the opportunity which is lost to make the profit. Okay, so the company needs to, okay, so the company needs to have a storage system or a warehouse. Okay, so that what is a warehouse, and okay, so what is a warehouse and why we need to keep it, that we are going to discuss today. ठीक है. Normally a company uh, do- should not require a warehouse. Warehouse क्यों चाहिए? When I manufacture my product, I just keep the product for some time. When the truck will come, I'll load the products in the truck. The truck will go and to the distribution center, and the distribution center, the products will get sorted out, and then after sorting out, the products will go to the individual retail outlets or the hypermarkets or the supermarkets, and then customer will come and he or she will buy my products. So we should not have a huge warehouses where we should keep. Okay, warehouses will should be generally for the companies like Amazon and Walmart, where they do a big business. So they need to store the materials. Okay, for the companies, the company doesn't require warehouse. Okay, because it's a cost. Okay. Again, but what happens? The production schedule, the delivery of raw material, the keeping of work in progress goods, the truck may not arrive on the specified time which we desire. The raw material might not come at the specified time we require. The supplier of the raw material will not be able to supply on a specific time. So there is a time lag between each and everything: the arrival of raw material, the processing of the finished goods, and the delivery of finished goods. So सब में एक time lag है. Okay, so because of that time lag, the company needs to make a warehouse. So warehouse can be before. I hope everyone has written good morning. Okay. So warehouse can be for the raw materials, can be for the finished goods. Okay, but generally raw materials will not be kept for too long. Oh, okay, the raw materials will not be kept for too long. So technically, we are going to analyze the warehouse for the finished good itself. Okay, so this is what about module one. Part one I have written because this is the first part which I'll be doing. So we are going to study warehouse management, stores management, how a store is kept, and how the stocks are verified, how they are controlled, how the accounting of them are done, and what happens to obsolete stocks, surplus stocks, or scrap value analysis. Yes, sir. Where how to handle the material. Okay, during the transportation, during the and for the traffic management, how the stock is handled, how they are preserved. You must have seen a truck which is coming to more outlet. It will have a AC in it. Okay, so it will not a cold storage we can call, but the cooling effect will be there so that the materials will not get spoiled. Okay, so there will be a certain temperature which will be maintained inside the truck which is carrying those materials. Okay, there are mostly perishable goods. Your vegetables, fruits are also there in that. So perishable goods रहते हैं, तो एक temperature is maintained inside that truck when it is traveling. So that is, and if some of the materials which is coming to a warehouse like a store, बहुत बड़ा सा warehouse है, building है, and though the materials are coming over there, then how that material should be kept recorded, that the materials have come and informed to the party, and when the materials are leaving, that record should also be maintained, and when the materials are stored in that warehouse, they should be stored in a particular way, in particular uh, height, and a particular condition should be there, okay, so that they are not getting spoiled. Okay, different handling process should be there for perishable items, for non-perishable items. Okay, perishable means which get spoiled easily. जैसे कि your groceries है, milk है, ठीक है, milk curd, these items which are there, they get spoiled easily. Milk you cannot keep for days. Okay, so how to handle that kind of material? Okay, and for that matter, there is a milk, what do you say? A milk factory is there. They handle milk in a different way. They handle curd in a different way. They handle paneer in a different way. They handle maybe ghee, cheese in a different way. Okay, for each and every material, the handling is different. Okay, handling and the churning of those materials. मतलब फटाफट after production, how fast the material should go out. Okay, ये सब things will be pretty much different for every material and every product. Okay, and how the traffic management and the operation efficiency and cost effectiveness. ठीक है, तो ये जो warehouse है ना, this is not desirable for a company because warehouse will make a cost. We have to, a company has to rent a space, they have to build a warehouse, they have to keep the materials, they have to hire people to maintain those materials for loading unloading from the trucks. Then if the materials are lying in the go down, their money is basically stuck over there unless the materials get out of the warehouse and get sold in the market. Till that time, their money is stuck. So having a warehouse, maintaining the stock and everything is a cost. Basically, a cost. Uh, cost is involved into that. Okay, so but the company needs to have that stock because we cannot expect what will be the demand of the customer. The demand forecast करता है company, but they don't know what is the uncertainty in the supply and demand, क्या हो सकता है. So as a backup, as a buffer, the company wants a warehouse to be established. Okay, it is a cost bearing activity, लेकिन warehouse रहता है. So we are talking about this kind of warehouses. Okay, there can be a warehouse. This is a sacks which are kept, bags of rice or any pulses, grains. Okay, these are the sacks which are kept in a warehouse, and this is a finished product. Maybe it can be a electronic product or anything like that. So these are properly stacked. Okay, these are also properly stacked, but they are different material. These are different material. They are kind of a semi-perishable, and these are non-perishable items. Okay, these are semi-perishable because they'll have some life, and these kind of materials, these kind of materials where they are semi-perishable or food items basically attracts, they need to be protected by rats and other insects. Okay, so a separate kind of a care should be taken for them. For these kind of materials where electronics and all those materials are there, they'll not attract that much insects or rats. So they need to be kept just away from the strong sunlight, or the at maybe at a certain temperature should be maintained, or maybe they should be protected from water, and different kinds of handling should be there for different warehouses. ठीक है. And warehouse we can just consider, what do you say, it is not a just a four walls we are seeing here. ये सिर्फ चार दीवार और एक छत ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So along with four walls and a and a roof and a floor, it plays a very important role. Okay, the company needs to have a, what do you say, the kind of a dynamic operations. Okay, dynamic operation center here. Okay, so that the warehouse का basically a good warehouse. What is a good warehouse? ये अच्छा warehouse अच्छा है करके. So the facility with adequate storage and working space as well as infrastructure components that will protect commodities from harmful environmental conditions. Okay, so the handling of the products जो बंदे लोग लेके जा रहे हैं, the people who are working over there, what kind of components they are using to store it, how they are lifting, because we you can see so big the height of the warehouses. So we need certain machines and certain things to carry those materials. The people who are working, they cannot carry by themselves. हाथ से उठा के लेके नहीं जाएंगे. So they cannot just carry using their hands. Okay, so they'll be using some vehicle, small vehicle, some things to lift it up, keep it in a proper way, so that it will be protected basically. Okay, and the environment also should be maintained properly. There should not be any theft or any damage. Okay, and there should be a proper procedure and commodity always available, accessible, in good condition, and pose no risk to injury to workers. Okay. So when I was working, I worked. My first company was Econ Shipping. So we were. Our company had containers. I guess I've told you this. Had containers. So our containers, uh, when the shipping used to happen, our containers were labeled. Okay, if something hazardous is being carried out in the container, so has container करके उसको different handling process था. So we used to file it and we used to record that has container and hazardous as in, so any kind of what do you say, a chemical is going or a pharmaceutical drug is going or anything like that, which can be harmful if it is not treated properly. It can be poisonous, it can become poisonous, or it can be damaged in such a way that the recipient side, the person who is taking that delivery, uh, could find the product which is damaged, chemically damaged. ठीक है, तो ऐसे कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. तो conditions or handling of that material should be properly done. So it should possess no risk to injury to workers should also not be there. Okay, it should be the products which are available in the warehouse should be accessible. We so big is the warehouse. Okay, so there should be a proper planning to which item or which grade of item to be kept where. Okay, if you have seen in the Big Bazaar and DMart, generally the groceries, okay, there will be a section of groceries in certain area. Okay, there'll be a area in that hypermarket, and they'll be keeping groceries over there. The bags which will be kept, it will be at the bottom. Okay, तो छोटे bags रहेंगे rice के, wheat के, then they'll be generally kept at the bottom, and the 5 liter के oil के cans, all those will be kept generally at the bottom, because it should be easier for the person who is taking and picking it up. Okay, if you keep it at the top, it will be very difficult for him to remove it, and while removing, he can that product can fall on him. Okay, so that should not happen. So properly किधर रखना है. Okay, heavy items should be kept below. Okay, and the items which okay, that is merchandising, but even in warehousing, heavy items are technically kept below, and if the same items are there, they should be properly stacked. The weight of that, everything should be done properly. Then finally, it is a good warehouse is the availability of timely and accurate inventory data for decision making, and qualified human resources in sufficient quantity to meet operational needs. Okay. So whatever is there, we need to keep a record of everything. जो भी warehouse में जा रहा है. If it is going inside, we need to keep a track of it. If it is coming outside, we need to keep a track of it. Okay, in the register or in the system. Nowadays SAP has been developed for material handling, करके आता है. So SAP has been developed so that the information of the warehouse will be available to the stores, to the factory, to the outlet, to the distribution center, everywhere. Okay, whenever a warehouse is making an entry. Same way it we used to happen in our company. I was in the import department. So when a container is getting shipped, okay, suppose a container is coming from Iran and one more container is coming from Malaysia. When it is when they are boarded on the ship, and the when the ship leaves, I used to have a tracker that the ship has left the port. Okay, birth हो गया and it has left, it is leaving to India from Malaysia to Chennai. It will take, it generally used to take 3 to 3.5 days. So how much time is remaining for me to do the operation, and how much time it takes to reach Tamil Nadu. Okay, and what should be the process. And when I used to file it, it goes to the customs, and to the customs and to the consignee, we used to inform that the shipment will arrive at this date, and the Malaysian team will also confirm that the container has left the Malaysia. And when the container arrives over here, then the next process, the yeah, yeah, what do you freight forwarders, freight carriers were there. Matlab, all the people who were involved into uh, holding that container, carrying that container, everyone were kept informed. Not a SAP involved into that, but there were certain systems which we used to maintain so that the proper tracking of that container should be there. Because the container, when it leaves from Malaysia, it comes to Chennai. Then in Chennai, uh, they will remove the container from the ship and they'll keep it somewhere. Okay, then the customer will come. He'll pick up the container, and go to take to his place. Then after he unloads the container, he will send back the container to our specific place where we depot. Okay, where we told him to deliver the deposit. Then when our container goes over there, and they keep the empty container somewhere else. Okay, and we will have a track of where is that particular container. So every container has a specific container number, okay, which is common for a container throughout the world. That means that number cannot be allotted for any container throughout the world. Okay, suppose ECNU2656361. Okay, this is the code of the container. So ECNU2656361 will not be allocated to any container throughout the world. And if that container becomes old and it gets damaged, we'll destroy that container, but that number will never get repeated again. Okay, so that number which we get, it is basically on the formula, the last number. So ठीक है, वो बहुत डिटेल हो गया. Okay, so a warehouse के बारे में, types of warehouse I'll tell you. ठीक है, warehouses में भी okay, not that detail. A private warehouse and a public warehouse. So a private warehouse is a warehouse if a company is having a business, huge business. Okay, so they may have a private warehouse of their own. Okay, so they'll be keeping their products in own. Okay, this is not store. Okay, एक factory है उधर बना रहे हैं and they are just keeping it. That is not a warehouse. Okay, warehouse is a place where the all the goods will be stored for a longer period of time. I'm just manufacturing and I'm keeping it in a store. So that will be a store. A छोटा सा store है. The finished goods are kept. Warehouse will be a huge kind of a building where many products will be stacked for maybe for few months or so. Also, they need to be delivered, or we are making the products and we are making it for the next year, for the next quarter, or the next season. Okay, suppose we are manufacturing winter clothes, then for so we'll not start in the October or November. Okay, we'll start way before, during the rainy season itself. Okay, or maybe this time itself. Okay, during May or June, we'll start we'll do the forecast and we'll start manufacturing with the materials. So we need to keep those winter wears till November into in some places. So that will be our warehouse. Okay, it is somewhat similar to go down will be a short form of a warehouse. Okay, so, but warehouse is a huge one. So when a company has a huge production, then they can have their own warehouse. Then it will be called as a private warehouse. Public warehouse, if the company doesn't manufacture much, okay, so they find that they feel that having a godown or having a warehouse is just the appreciation of cost. So we can keep our products packed in a certain way at a certain place, okay, which they are offering. So there might be a certain company, or uh, there might be a certain agency who will just give the facility of warehousing. Okay, just for example, where I was working, that Econ Shipping was not that big company. So to uh, keep our containers, we didn't had any space. We could not afford any space just to keep our containers. So that's the reason we had. Okay, so that's the reason uh, we had some agreement from Seacon and other companies where they had a space, बहुत सारा space था उनके पास, and we used to have a contract that whenever our empty containers will come, you should keep it in your facility, and we'll pay the kind of a rent to you. Okay, so that is a kind of a public warehouse. Yeah, kind of important. Key warehousing activities. So what warehouse does in steps, okay, receiving the materials, okay, and doing inspection when the material arrives, then putting it away. When the material arrives, the warehouse, the work of warehouse is to keep it, store it in a proper way, okay. Then they'll do a visual inspection, whether the items are there or not, any theft is happening, or pick it up and give it for shipping. So, okay, so order fulfillment, picking and packing, then shipping. Okay, we'll do it one by one. So in material receiving and incoming inspection. Okay, and this what is happening is unloading of incoming materials will be there. That means when the truck arrives, unloading is when the truck arrives, they are removing materials from them and they are storing it. Okay, it is not coming to a shop, it is coming to a warehouse. Okay, so the materials will be coming to a warehouse, though the person, the in charge of that warehouse, will verify the quantities of the product received against the packing slip or the shipping invoice. So whichever whatever the invoice is there, that the person person will be carrying, the driver of the truck will be carrying. So whatever is written on that invoice, okay, this many items of this quantity is available, I said. So whatever the invoice says, uh, which are the items and how much they are available, so that we will check and we'll unload and start remove. Okay, ठीक है, उसमें रहता है ना, we'll check, okay, 10 bags of this, okay, 10 bags of this, 15 bags of this, okay, 10 bottles of this, like that we are checking it as per the invoice and as per the shipping invoice and packing invoice. I have shown you bill of lading last class, I guess. So in bill of lading also there will be entire information: who is the customer, who is the shipper, what the container contains, what is the weight of the container, what kind of materials are there, okay, whether they are boxes, whether they are barrels, whether they are um, bags, gunny bags, क्या है exactly. तो ये सब रहता है. So when the inspection when they are receiving the materials and they are doing an inspection and any discrepancies are there in the report, any damaged products have been delivered, so ये सब चीज वो record करता है, the warehouse manager. Then when he gets the materials, ठीक है, बाहर आके they are lying here, the truck will go off. So from here, ठीक है, till stacking it here, exactly ये बंदा के, okay, these all materials had came and now we are putting it at the right places. That is the second one, which is put away. They should be put at a designated storage, rack, shelf, floor, exactly where. Okay, so that it should be, and everything should will be labeled. ये label है, ये this label means that okay, this kind of products are there here. we should stack it in a such a way that it is very easy to find, very easy to identify where that product is, and if the product is not available, with how much the product is available. If it is not available, if the space of that product is getting filled or whatever is happening, so we should have a proper arrangement. Okay, like we sometimes we go to kitchen and we are finding, I don't know, maybe something ठीक कुछ तो ढूंढ रहे हैं हम लोग किचन में जाके, then generally we don't get it easily. Okay, the people who are working in the kitchen are moms, don't know better. Okay, where is the extra sugar kept, where is the extra salt kept if it is not available on the regular shelf. ठीक है, sugar has it's over. We'll go to kitchen and we'll see a normal jar of sugar. क्या रे, sugar खत्म हो गया, so sugar is not there. So where to find new sugar, where the additional sugar has been kept, so we'll not able to find it. Our mom will able to find it. So she knows where the particular extra excess sugar or excess salt will be kept. Okay, so to find in just a small kitchen, it's so difficult. So imagine if it is a warehouse and if you are not keeping the products properly, okay, then it will be a herculean task to find where the product is. Okay, so that will be a wastage of time. So whichever products are coming in, so everything will be labeled and it will be kept properly कि हाँ यहाँ पे रखना है. Okay, and while वो तो next आएगा. So when we'll keep on doing visual inspection after the stock arrives and we have put it in the shelf, the storehouse manager, the warehouse manager will do a particular inspection कि ठीक है ये सब चल रहा है नहीं, okay, properly it has been properly kept or no. So 1 or 2 day he'll do a kind of a roundup, a kind of an inspection, a visual inspection he'll do. He'll go see the products whether they are kept in a proper condition or not, proper environment is maintained, okay, they have kept in proper order so that any damage should not happen. Okay, वो ये सब चेक करेगा. Then because any damage, मतलब damage, it has been written there are two types of damages. Okay, mechanical and chemical. Okay, basically there are two types of damage are there. Mechanical means if they are during storing or during any weight is there on that above, it is any physical stress or such as they are getting the box is getting damaged or getting crushed below something, or getting toned because of dif- they are removed and they are kept again and again. So कुछ during loading offloading, या तो inner boxes are getting crushed, so something is happening, मतलब physically we can see कि okay ये damage हो गया है piece, the box is damaged or the box has been torn. Okay, uh, and a hole is there in the box. Okay, so as something like that which we can easily see. Okay, that is a kind of a mechanical damage. Chemical damage, okay, very hard to guess for a warehouse person. If he sees that there is a mechanical damage, a crush हुआ या थोड़ा सा फट गया है, something like that, then it is not a big deal. Okay, it can be repaired or it can be just informed that the mechanical part has been damaged, the box has been damaged. But in the case of chemical damage, which happens generally for um, consumables, मतलब food, groceries, ठीक है, some packed foods will be there. Okay, a small hole also will cause a issue, will cause a spoilage. Okay, if you have bought that lays या chips का packet, a small hole where air will go inside and nitrogen जो है वो सब बाहर निकल गया उसमें का, then uh, just in a matter of 1 hour the entire the chips packet will be spoiled, because air, if air will go, the crunchiness of that chips and of that product will go off. So it is, and the value of that product will be zero after some time. So it has to be protected in a certain way. Okay, so if that is the case, then it is having a chemical damage. Chemical damage means um, the product will get spoiled in that. And if it is a grocery or anything like that, and if it is a perishable item or ऐसा कुछ भी है, then slowly the insects might come in, rats might come in, ऐसा करके कुछ भी करके there is a damage, chemical damage for that product. The chemical damage is not easy to find by a warehouse person. They need to give it for, if it is a pharmaceutical drug, ठीक है, and then it cannot be guessed कि it has been damaged or not. So a small, a kind of a sampling he will do. He'll collect some things, some out of 100 products, he'll select one product and give it for testing, whether this batch is proper, and whether it is damaged, chemically damaged, ये क्या हुआ है basically. तो एक product निकाल के he'll do an inspection whenever a batch arrives in that kind of warehouses. ठीक है, पहले तो he'll just kind of visual inspection, he'll see anything is damaged or not, and then he'll pick one and give it for testing if he feels that there can be a chemical damage in this. So whenever a material is arriving, it is arriving in batches, ठीक है, lots, ठीक है, 100, 1000 का lot है, 100 का lot है. Okay, so they are coming in lots, so one lot will be checked like this. Okay, any damage is there, because क्या है, we need to find, मतलब we need to find damaged product, and we need to store, should if the product is not stored properly, then it is a what do you say, uh, the responsibility of the warehouse manager. Okay, and if it is about to expire हो रहा है तो properly वो सब देखना है, ठीक है. The next is about order fulfillment. Order fulfillment, in this, the activities that take place between the warehouse receiving the order and consignee taking possession of it. Okay, that means when the warehouse, now the products are there stacked in the warehouse in the proper shelves and floors. Now after that, the customer is, or the consignee is placing an order. Okay, and the order has come to warehouse to ship the products and deliver the products. Okay, imagine a warehouse of an Amazon. Okay, which is there in Mumbai, Bhiwandi करके there is a place. Okay, whenever you see, whenever you track your shipment on Amazon, it says, just an example, that it says from some place it has gone to Haryana. Okay, from Haryana it has come to Bhiwandi, Mumbai. Then from Bhiwandi it has gone to Goa facility. Then from Goa facility it will be reaching you. So the journey of that product from, maybe from Haryana to to say, from Haryana, Gurgaon to Delhi or to Mumbai, and from Mumbai to Goa, then from Goa to Belgaum, the journey of it will is the process of order fulfillment. So when that warehouse receives the order that this product needs to be shipped, okay, then the warehouse manager or the people will go to that particular place where that product is kept. They'll take the product, and when that process starts, till they have removed the product from the shelf, from that point to the delivery of that product from the warehouse, the entire process will be called as the order fulfillment. कि अभी our work is done, हम लोग ने ट्रक में डाल दिया है, now the product will go further. So तो ये पूरा शिपिंग तक चला जाता है ना. This is the process of order fulfillment which will be done by the warehouse. So there might be 3 or 4 orders, okay, in a day. 3 or 4 नहीं ज़्यादा रहता है, but there might be, just imagine 3 or 4 orders are there. I am just ticking, okay, this product is available, remove this product, remove this product, remove this product. Okay, they'll remove all the products. They will check which, okay, all the products are fine or not. Then they will unload into the trucks and the truck will go. तो ये process हो गया order fulfillment. So in this, actually it has been divided into next two. which is first is picking and packing. Okay, picking the items is, it says the individual items that make up the order can then be picked from the storage locations throughout the warehouse by the warehouse staff and transported to a packing station. Okay, अभी ये Amazon के warehouse and Walmart के warehouse I have shown you the photos, so they are so big. ठीक है, तो physically each and every person is not taking it, not by hand, not by cart. They are just placing it on the conveyor belt, and that conveyor belt is going to some station, and that from that station it is going somewhere else. Okay, so the people who are there will just pick up the items and place it on centralized conveyor belts. So picking of the item, okay, he will receive the order. That the person who is there on that particular station, he'll receive the order that this item is to be picked. So the exactly as per the item number, as per the box number, he will pick that item from the shelf and keep it on the conveyor belt. So that, just that process is called as picking. So he'll not be picking one item a day. He'll be picking many items, many such items. So the proper code which he has received from the warehouse manager, who is sitting somewhere else, because that is a huge warehouse. He cannot listen his voice, nor he'll call it, not he'll call him. Okay, because everything is recorded. So वो जहाँ whatever the items they have told, which code of that item, exactly that code of item will be removed and it is kept. You have seen whenever, maybe just in your kitchen again, mixer hai, okay, mixer grinder is there, and there are different jars for that mixer grinder. Okay, if any one of the jar is not working and you are going in the market to buy that specific jar, then you will have a specific model number of that mixture. Okay, something like HF-302N ऐसा कुछ. So there will be a specific model number. So that model number of that mixture should coincide with the model number of that jar as well. तो वो model number के mixer का, this is the particular jar, so that it will fit properly and it will work properly. If you buy some another jar of some another mixer, it will not fit it properly. So that coding is very important. That coding we are going to study in next half an hour. That coding is quite important. Okay, so which item to be shipped and which item to be picked basically. ठीक है, कितना shocking है ना. तो picking is also a major part of it. ठीक है, then comes the packing. When the item is picked and it is transported to packing station, packing station, the staff will conduct a series of quality control checks to confirm that the right product have been picked in the right quantity. ठीक है, if I have told 5 quantity of 2 liters of oil of Saffola Gold. Okay, so the picking person should pick 5 bottles of 2 liters of Saffola Gold, and he should put it on the conveyor belt and it will arrive at the packing station. So packing station में we'll just check कि हाँ, whatever we have told, 5 items here, 5 items of 2 liters bottle of Saffola Gold है या नहीं. And तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि 2 bottles of 2 bottles of 5 liters. Okay, 5 liters के 2 bottles he have put. Okay, instead of putting 5 bottles of 2 liters each. ठीक है, he has just jumbled it up. ऐसे it should not happen. So at packing station we'll just check whether everything is picked properly, and then the packing will be done. ठीक है, packaging and packing are two different things. Okay, ठीक है, I'll not explain, not go into detail of it. Just for an example, ठीक है, oil का ले रहे ना. Suppose 1 liter oil is there. So 1 liter oil will be put into a bottle. Okay, that is different. And when that bottle is being put it into a box, so 5 bottles may be put into a box. Okay, so that is different. So that is the difference between packing and packaging. Okay, so packing हो रहा है उसका, packaging हो रहा है. Then in that box they will be transferred. So they'll not be transferred just through bottles. So bottles may have some oil, but that bottle will not be transferred to other places. The bottle will be put into a box which may contain 5 or 10 or 15 bottles. Then it will be transferred. Okay, so that will be done at the packing station. Okay, mm, ये हो गया. Then packing हो गया. Then shipping. Okay, shipping. Okay, the photo is of ship, but shipping doesn't mean that it should be on the water. Okay, shipping means जो भी delivery हो रहा है. Okay, whatever the delivery is happening, that is called as shipping. Okay, the last process of shipping will be delivery. Okay, when the item leaves the warehouse, that means it is shipped. SHIPPED. Okay, you will receive a kind of a message or a notification from the Amazon that your item has been packed and ready to be shipped. Okay, whenever you get a time anyway ordering, you just track the order and go into detail. Okay, your order has been placed and it has been packed. ऐसे कुछ आएगा. Your order has been packed and it is ready for shipping. Okay, your item has been shipped and the item has dispatched and it is shipped. Okay, so when it where it is shipping, matlab I have ordered maybe something, some small tables. So those tables are coming from Jaipur. So from in Jaipur, they'll pick the they'll pick the item. Okay, they'll pack it and they'll keep it. That means it is ready. It has been packed and it is ready for dispatch. So once it is get dispatched, the shipping process starts. Then the item will be shipped to the facility of Gurgaon. Then from the facility of Gurgaon, they will lie, and then what do you say, the bulk ordering thing will come. That means it's centralized distribution. So north mein, Gurgaon mein, everything, all the items will be gathered. Then from there, the main distribution center, some items will be shipped to east, some items will be shipped to west, some items will be shipped to north, south. Okay, so ऐसे it will be distributed. South के items, everything, uh, some might go to Madhya Pradesh, some might go to Goa, some might go to Tamil Nadu. उसमें भी थोड़ा नीचे जा रहा है. Then whichever item is near to Goa, whichever state is near to Goa, ठीक है, कर्नाटका है या गोवा में ही डिलीवरी है, तो उसके हिसाब से it will come. Then from Goa, okay, where does the item should go? It should go to Karnataka. Where in Karnataka? Maybe it will directly go to Hubli or directly come to Belgaum, or through Hubli it will come to Belgaum या कैसे भी. So that ordering schedule and that network design and everything you will study in the second part of the third module by some another professor. So he'll do that about the network design. तो ये जो shipping का process है ना, that entire thing uh, till it gets reached. ठीक है, ये ship कर दिया, then the shipping responsibility of the warehouse is done, but the shipping process, okay, will be done by the company basically. Okay, वो company लाके it should be stored and it should be delivered properly to the customer. तो ये जो पूरा process है, the entire process is called as shipping. ठीक है, it is included in the warehouse activity. Okay, I just forgot to tell you this. Warehouse and inventory and store. Okay, all these three things are different. Warehouse management, inventory management, and store management. All these three things are different. Okay, store is just a small place where you are storing some excess items and you are using it for day-to-day activity. So kitchen is a kind of a store. Okay, in kitchen you will have a store of some masala, some groceries. So there will be a store, chota chota storage. Okay, so even for a factory, the factory is doing something, some materials need to be required, some components need to be required, so there will be a store in a factory. Okay, inventory is when the items have been made or just a raw material has arrived and you're keeping it for a few days or few hours. Okay, then it will be a kind of inventory. In inventory you are just bothering about your product. Okay, and generally in inventory there will not be a variety of products. Okay, maybe a two or three kind of a products will be there in inventory. It is just managing the products. जो प्रोडक्ट आर लाइंग, ठीक है, जो है पड़े हुए हैं प्रोडक्ट्स, आई जस्ट नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ दोज प्रोडक्ट्स, दैट्स इट. Okay, warehouse management will be the entire process which we have seen. The products will come, we need to code it, we need to keep it in a proper way, then we need to remove those products when the order comes, and we need to pack it in a certain way, pick it and pack it in a certain way, and then the shipping will happen. The entire process is called as the warehouse management. ठीक है, तो बस you're not getting bored, I guess. ठीक है, तो just I'll read it. Order will be ready for dispatch to the intended recipient who has ordered. The package must be labeled correctly. Okay, labeling should be done properly. The products must be appropriately arranged and secured within the vehicle. Okay, properly arranged and secured within the vehicle. Then the last step is to update the warehouse inventory to reflect the commodities have left the warehouse. Okay, last step. So you need to record it in the warehouse register or warehouse system that this item has been shipped. That's the reason the warehouse, the Amazon can deliver you that message. The warehouse will update that it has shipped, it has been shipped, it has been dispatched, so that you can get the message on your mobile phones from the Amazon. Okay, हाँ ठीक है ये निकल गया. And even warehouse will maintain the record that this item had came on this date and it has been shipped. Okay, one more incident from my company. When we had many containers. Okay, so whenever there was some container to be shipped, there was a kind of a, what do you say, FIFO method we used to follow. FIFO means first in, first out. It stands for FIFO, FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. First in means there are 5 containers I have. One container reaches on the second of May. Another container reaches on 4th. Next container reaches on 5th. Next on 6th. Next on 7th. So there are 5 containers coming in 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Okay. So when I'm taking out those containers, okay, all have come inside the depot, inside the uh, warehouse. Okay, when I'm taking out that containers outside of that warehouse, then the container which has came first, which came on 2nd May, that I'll take out first to give it to my customer for his delivery. So that will be taken out first, which has come first on 2nd May. Then the second container will be taken out, which has come on 4th May. And third container, which will be taken out, which has come on 5th May. So like that. So which has come first, it will be taken out first. So that is a FIFO method, which we called it. So there was an incident in our containers had went to Malaysia. Okay, then in Malaysia there were 2 or 3 containers which were lying. Okay, according to the system, according to the our website, portal, which we on which I used to work. So there were 2 or 3 containers which were just lying from long time. Okay, so while booking, मतलब while डेपो आउट कर रहा था मैं, तो आई वाज जस्ट मेकिंग, वी हैड रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ 2 कंटेनर्स. ठीक है, for the customer from Malaysia, who he was sending something from Malaysia to Chennai. So he had placed orders of 2 containers. So I identified that 2 containers which were lying from very long time, because first in first out chal raha tha. We used to follow. Though I booked those 2 containers. ठीक है, then that warehouse person, he went to find, and it was very difficult for him to find out, because those containers were lying at the very back. बहुत अंदर किधर तो those containers were there because they were not regularly shipped. ठीक है, तो so then the order was again cancelled, and I booked different 2 containers. Okay, then I have once in the meeting I informed that these are the 3 or 4 containers which are lying, and they are such in such a place that it is very difficult to remove them. uh, okay, so the different containers are lying in their way, so it was not properly kept. So in a meeting, then they did the analysis, then they talked to Malaysian team, and then finally those two containers, those 3 or 4 containers were removed, and they were found to be pretty much damaged. Okay, they cannot be used for anything. So we made a separate, then from that point we made a separate thing that we will record the damaged containers also and keep it. So the damaged containers, can they be repaired or they cannot be repaired? If they cannot be repaired, we'll give it, we'll just sell it off. Okay, you have seen some police chowki bhi rehte hain. Some police chowkis or some places, uh, it'll be kind of a box. Okay, they will be having an office over there. ठीक है, एसी फिट किया रहता है एंड ऐसे किया रहता है किधर. इट विल नॉट बी अ परमानेंट स्ट्रक्चर, इट विल बी अ काइंड ऑफ अ बॉक्स. Actually that box is a container. Okay, they sell the container and they can, these companies sell the containers, and those containers will be bought by some, generally film shooting के लिए, they go to a remote place, so they'll not have a permanent hotels or a permanent structure over there. So they take that container itself along with them. So in the container, they will set up a office or a kind of a room where you can put AC also, because that containers which we, I'm talking about, they will be airtight containers. Okay, airtight, watertight. So where these small containers which are seeing on that ship, देखिए ये सब छोटे छोटे containers है, मतलब बहुत बड़े containers, 20 feet 40 feet containers. If they fall in the water, they'll float in the water, they'll not sink, because they are airtight. Okay, it is like your rubber ball or cricket का. Okay, it will not sink, and they are airtight containers. So that's the reason they can be put AC सब लगा सकते हैं. Okay, ठीक है. So this was about the key highlights of the, and the, uh, maybe not the last thing, the second last thing of today's lecture is about the store management. ठीक है. Till now whatever we did was about the, I just gave the just about warehouse management and what are the various functions of it and how the process happens, how a warehouse management happens. Okay, warehouse, as I've told you, is the bigger picture. Okay, we need to take care of the materials coming in, and we need to send the proper materials out when the order has been placed. In store management, it is just as it says, the store is a place. किधर है? हाँ. Store is a place where excess material is kept, which will be used as and when required. ठीक है. So it is not a packed product which we are keeping. ठीक है. A small, they are just kept in a place. Okay, which can be used, which can be used by the people who have the store. ठीक है. Then the store management is to receive the materials and to protect them while they are in the stores from damage and unauthorized removal. ठीक है. तो ये भी बेसिक फंक्शन, कोई चोरी नहीं होना चाहिए, एंड इट शुड नॉट गेट डैमेज, इट शुड नॉट बी, देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी थेफ्ट. Okay, without telling. So store management can be, you can consider as a, in our college. Okay, there will be a, there is a store to keep your answer papers, there is a store to keep the A4 size paper for printing, there is a store to keep some stationery. Okay, which will be required. There will be store which is a small cupboard also, you can consider as a store. A small office too करके है, just on the crossroads or in the ground floor. It's a kind of a store where your, maybe your, I don't know what is kept over there, but maybe your marks cards or any documents will be stored over there. So that is a kind of a store, a small place where some items will be kept, and it is required, maybe in a month or so, regularly they can be required. So that is a kind of a store which I'm talking about. Okay, and the objective of the store is to provide uninterrupted service to the manufacturing division. Okay, so that kind of a store which is there in college, it will provide an uninterrupted service to our office people. Okay, so if it is a manufacturing company, so there might be a stores of some spare parts, nuts, bolts, okay, which are regularly used. We have seen in the second module, some of the, if it is an automobile company, there will be a store which will be keeping some nuts and bolts which are routine products. Okay, if I want to keep engines and all, bigger things, then it will not be kept for long time in a store. Okay, stores में generally which we need and which is not very important products are generally kept. ठीक है, this is a kind of a store which I'm talking about. ठीक है, so ये सब डे टू डे छोटे छोटे products हैं which will be required daily or weekly, and this will be stored. Okay, so in store also, it's a before functions of store. I'll do classification and then I'll come to functions. Okay, you see, okay, there are four types of stores. Functional stores करके. Okay, you just see here. This is a kind of a store. Some components are there for electrical purpose, for some mechanical. Basically, for electrical purpose, a drill is there, some spanner is there. Okay, some. So this is a kind of a store where I'm keeping these kind of materials. So I'll be require tool store, which we can call it, or some equipment store, a spare part store. Okay, small stores will be there as and when I require that to work on my product. I'll pick it from here. If I want to drill it, I'll pick a drill from there. If I want a spanner, okay. So ये एक kind of a store हो गया छोटा सा. Okay, it is a kind of a functional store. Okay, next is a physical store. Okay, physical store, well, functional store भी physical store ही है, but physical store is more of many items will be kept. Okay, and it will be a kind of a central store where different or else a department store. The entire department will take from that store. जैसे कि there are libraries. Okay, library is also kind of a store which is for the entire department or for the entire college. The books will be found over there. So it is also a kind of a physical store. And there are certain stores which for specific department, okay, or for specific nature of materials will be there. Okay, specific department, that means if it is a raw material, ठीक है, एक hotel में if there is a store, you have seen in some Hollywood movies and somewhere or in the cartoon animated movies, if there is a kitchen of a hotel, there will be a kind of a room where the room is kind of a refrigerator. They'll enter that room and they'll pick up products and they'll come out, and that door of that room will be a kind of a door of a refrigerator. Yeah, so that is a kind of a store that is specific to kitchen, specific to that department. Okay, so even there will be some, even for that matter, library for MBA library is separate. So all the MBA books you will find it. So a specific library for a specific department. So that you can consider it like that. So also fourth one is store for keeping specific nature of the materials. ठीक है, nature of the materials you can see here, perishable items are kept. ठीक है, vegetables, meat, and some perishable items which will get spoiled very easily. Okay, so even in hotels, if they are keeping this perishable item, they will have a separate section for this, separate store for this, separate store for vegetables, separate store for meat products, separate store if they are serving alcohol, they'll be kept separately, because separate things will have separate temperature requirement, separate expiry date. Okay, they should not be mixed. ठीक है, vegetarian food और non vegetarian food एक ही फ्रिज में नहीं रख सकते, they need to be kept separately. So as per the nature of the materials, ये है कौन से, and we need to maintain it separately. So this is how we segregate stores. ठीक है, तो एक imagine a factory में, and there might be a store for some spare parts, for some components which we are using. So in a factory there are different departments. Maybe अगर एक casting ही है तो there will be different machines which one department will be using and another department might be using different machines. So they'll have a one big store wherein each and every department will come and use that. Then that will be a physical store. Then some stores specific to some departments, then according to the nature of the materials, like according to their perishability, expiry date, they will be kept in separate stores. So ऐसे करके we have divided the stores. Okay. So Imagine the store is a smaller place, okay, where we require materials day to day. Warehouse is a pretty large space, बहुत बड़ा space, where the items are stacked, they are removed, they are do have a particular code like that. Okay, I'll just go through the functions of a store. Not that boring. Okay, listen to me. I'll just complete in maybe in 5 minutes or so. Okay, so functions of a store, maybe first is the receipt. It is pretty much similar to warehouse functions. Okay, warehouse के जो 6 functions we have done, ठीक है, some part of it is similar. Okay, first is the receipt. Okay, receipt is whenever we get the product inside the store. Whenever we are getting now, try to imagine. Okay, just imagine library. Okay, your college library, you can imagine. So whenever new books are coming to the library, they will be recorded in the system. They will be assigned a barcode. Okay, and they will be checked as per whatever the purchase order or the delivery slip, delivery challan, whatever we call it. So which, which books, what is the quantity, which author, what is the title of the book, everything will be checked, and how many quantities have ordered and how many quantities have reached. So everything will check, and then according to the receipt, so we'll receive the goods. Then comes the storage. Storage is now the books have been arrived in the library and they are just lying on the table, and we have allocated the barcode for that. Then that books will be properly stored in the place. If it is for mechanical engineer, it will be kept for mechanical. If it is for civil engineer, it will be kept in that area where the civil engineering books are there. If it is for EC, it will come. It will be kept separately. So कहाँ पे exactly store करना है उसको, ठीक है. Then retrieval, ठीक है. Retrieval means whenever you are coming, a student is coming to a librarian to for some to check whether that book is available or not. Okay, then to find that book where he has kept it on a particular shelf or ये particular ऐसा है, ठीक है. Now in our library we have the मतलब permission to go inside the library, pick any of the book. But when I was there in my college, in MBA college, we didn't had that facility. We used to tell the name of the book, the name of the author, then that librarian used to go inside and take the book and issue the book to us. ठीक है, we were not allowed to search the books. ठीक है, तो they used to have a in the system जैसे मेन्यू कार्ड रहता है ना, वैसे something card was there. So in that the name, the availability of books was written, books were written. So retrieval is removing the books from the shelf when the need is required. ठीक है. Then issue is just issuing the books on his name, on this is the person who is taking the books. Okay, so like that a issue will be done for any component of any books for that matter. Then the records. Okay, maintaining the records of it. Okay, which books had came in the library, which books are there on the shelf, which books have been issued, everything, the record of it. And then the housekeeping of it. Housekeeping is just the maintenance of it. Okay, the book, the barcode should not be scratched. The book should, when the book is been returned from the student, it should not be damaged. The pages should not be torn. Okay, थोड़ा सा you have torn it and you have made it into और जस्ट चिट बनाया, कुछ भी किया थोड़ा सा पेज फाड़ के, so that should not happen for that book. Okay, so the book should be written in one piece, it should not be written in two pieces. So the maintenance of that book is also his responsibility, housekeeping. When he's getting that kind of book after issue, definitely there will be a penalty, I guess. Okay, so the next is about control. Control is I'm just doing what do you say, the planning of it. ठीक है, properly books आ रहे हैं, books जा रहे हैं, they are kept in a certain way, ठीक है, in a correct position or all those. Then about the surplus management. Surplus management, if any book is just lying, no one is issuing that book, the syllabus has been changed, that book is no longer required, then to that book is just lying in the shelves and it is taking the space, so I cannot keep different books over there. ठीक है, 5 to 6 books है which have become outdated. No one is recommending that, and no one is issuing that books. So that 5 6 books are taking space in my library, so I need to get rid of them. ठीक है, so how the process will be, how to get rid of them, management कैसा है, तो every that is called as the surplus management. And finally the last one is verification. Okay, verification is nothing, just verifying whatever this in the system, how many books have been shown, that exactly number of books are there in the shelves or not. That is just the verification. Okay, so if you are keeping a proper, if the person is issuing books properly, maintaining the records, then the verification will come positive. And this verification is done even in our college every 6 months or somewhat. I know about it. 3 months or 6 months, the verification is done. So there will be a team appointed, and they'll get the soft copy from the library. Okay, these are the books. These many books are there. All the details of that will be written, and we'll physically check whether this book is there, how many books are there, ये वाला कोड का book है, ये वाला कोड का book है. So as per the barcode of that, which is given to us in a printout, the exact barcode should be there on a book. Okay, and that book should be available if it is showing it is inside the library. Okay, something like that. So verification will be done. So ये हो गया functions. Okay, and the last thing for today about codification. Okay, codification very important for everything. ठीक है, जैसे we have barcode for the book. In warehouse you have a barcode system. Okay, when you get your shipment from Amazon, okay, from Flipkart, you will see there will be a barcode. There will be your address written, your name will be written, from where it is coming. Okay, that also information, some information will be written. So everything, all those information will be fed into the system also. Okay, of the warehouse, of the manufacturer, everything. So for every product there will be a code. Okay, uh, if you get a time, you can open your cell phone afterwards, and you can see on the battery there will be a certain code, there will be certain barcode. Even if you have a laptop, you'll have a certain model number. Okay, and there will be different kinds of numbers. Okay, here and there. So there are certain codification. Okay, why this is important, you know, anyways, to enable it to put any item in its proper place. अरे, कहाँ गया मेरा mouse? Okay. And it is to to enable putting up of any item in its proper place in a warehouse. Okay, तो वो code, specific code allot करके I'll take that material, take that product and keep it in a proper place. For which code? Just like in a building, you are finding a house. Okay, बहुत बड़ा building है. So in that building there are, maybe your friend is staying in a huge colony, a huge colony. There are around 18 buildings in that colony, and he stays in a one flat. Okay, you want to go to his flat, then he will have that address. Okay, building number C. So that might be, if you find A building, then you will go to B building, then you will find C building. Okay, C building. Chalo, take example of our college itself. Okay, you are going to C building. Your the classroom number is C401. Okay, so first you should go find C building. Then 401 means, if it starts the first letter, the first number starts with 4, that means it is on the fourth floor. You're going to the fourth floor. Then in the fourth floor, 01 is the class number. Then 01 is the first class, which will be available on the fourth floor. So that's how you are going to a classroom. So that's how a coding should be done for a product. If a product needs to be kept in the C building on the fourth floor in the first class, that codification will be written on that code. Okay, it is to classify an atom according to its characteristics. Okay, उसके हिसाब से. Then to give a unique code number to each item to avoid duplication. Okay, so the code which you are seeing here at the bottom, Okay, it will be a unique code for each item. Even for that matter, whenever you're going to a bank and you're issuing a check, okay, you're taking a checkbook, when you see at the bottom of the check there are 6 digits written over there. Those 6 digits will be specific to that checkbook, specific to that bank and that checkbook and that customer as well. So they'll match the account number and the check number, so that there should not be a duplication. कोई नकली चेक बना के कोई send दे नहीं सकता. It should not happen. So for every product there is a code, for every check there is a code. Even on your cylinders also you can see. Okay, gas cylinders, to avoid, basically to avoid duplication, same चीज नहीं होना चाहिए. For that matter, even on your note, your 100 rupee note, 50 rupee note, there is a specific number over there. Okay, and that number is never repeated. Okay, the next is to establish a common language for the identification. Okay, common language, जैसे we had that in our company. ECNU stands for econ shipping. Okay, so there are many shipping companies. They will have that first four number alphabets. It's an alphanumeric number for a container. So they'll be having that first four alphabets for their company's name. So ECNU was Econ Shipping Private Limited, our company name. Okay, so you have Hyundai, who has shipping ships as well as containers. Hyundai is a very good, very big company. You have Van Hai करके है. Then you have this, the biggest company. क्या उसका नाम? मैं Met. ये ठीक है, sorry, I'm not able to remember. There are many companies. Econ है, shipping container carrier, ऐसा सब. So there are a few companies. So they'll have a specific code for their containers, and then the remaining numbers will be specific. तो ये important है code, and it enables to data process and analysis के लिए okay है या नहीं. जैसे I was telling के some containers were lying in the godown in Malaysia. Pasir Gudan बोल के एक जगह था where containers were lying. So we had a specific code so that I could identify, sitting in Mumbai office, I could identify that there are 3 or 4 containers in Pasir Gudan depot in Malaysia. They are not being utilized from very long time. So when there was an inspection done, then they found that those containers were damaged containers. So sitting in Mumbai office, I could do that. So why I could do that? Because there was a codification done for every container when it was inside that depot. Okay, so what is the where is the exact position of that container, where from how long it is lying over there, everything I could do it from the Mumbai office just because of codification. Okay, so this is pretty important. And this barcode generation and ये सब थोड़ा सा I'll tell you in the next class how a barcode is generated and how it is allocated. Because when companies come to, when the product is manufactured, okay, when in the manufacturing facility, product manufacture हो रहा है. So when I'm allotting some barcode to that product, I need to make it. I need to enter into a system, then it will give it. See, you have seen in this when you take some products जो open में मिलता है. Okay, some, suppose rice is kept in Big Bazaar. Okay, in a barrel or in a trunk. Okay, the rice is kept. Then you are taking a bag. You're putting manually. You're putting 2 kgs of rice with your hand. Okay, 2 kilo of rice you're picking, and that bag you're giving to a person, and he's keeping that bag on a weight. Okay, on a balance, and then the price of that and the weight of that, it will come, and a small barcode slip will come from that, and he place that barcode on that rice. Okay, that barcode has been generated. Okay, the on that barcode, what is the material is there in the bag, what is the weight of that material, what is the quality, so that the price of the material will be calculated properly. Everything will be mentioned on that. So a barcode will be generated. afterwards. Then once you go to the counter person will just scan it. You can scan that barcode. Then after the scanning, the entire information will come on a screen. ठीक है, तो codification, definitely you know what is the importance and how the process is happening. So this is important for the maintenance of the goods. ठीक है. So well, this is what the major thing which I wanted to discuss today. ठीक है, तो कोडिफिकेशन है. Then after this we are okay. So after this we'll discuss in the next classes. We'll discuss about how the store manages the accounts, how the material is handled, and the efficiency. So might be two more classes I need. The next class and then the class after that. Okay. So in two classes I'll be able to complete this. So well, that's for today. That's it. Okay. Exactly. So we discussed all this. Okay, cool. That's okay. So what is a warehouse? How a good warehouse should be. Okay, what are the types of warehouse? Private and public warehouse. Then key warehouse activities, which is receiving the materials, putting it into the shelves, doing a regular inspection, fulfilling when the order arrives. Okay, picking the correct product, packing it, and shipping the product. Then the stores management, a small, maybe a small facility. In that that store is a kind of a place where regular which are being used products have been kept. Then this is a function of a store to receive it, store it, retrieve it, issue the items properly, maintain record, and maintain the safety of the product, and finally control surplus management, and finally the verification of those products which are there in the system and which are there physically. Then the classification of store based on the based on the nature, based on the specific department, or based on their functioning stores ये जो भी है. So we'll classify the stores and keep. एक store में सब कुछ नहीं रहेगा. Okay, like library will only have books. Your office supplies will be kept somewhere else. Your marks cards will be kept somewhere else. Okay, yeah, answer paper will be kept somewhere else. Okay. So finally, and the last thing we did was the codification. Okay, for every product, we if we allot a code, then it will be easier if to track that product. Okay, where if it is consumed or if it is not consumed, will not come to know. If where to find that product in if it is a warehouse, definitely a code will be done. If it is a production, a code will be done. Okay, whenever some bad something damage is there, or some software issue is there with some mobile phones, or some even for cars, they call off those mobile phones. They don't call off the entire mobile phones which are available, which they have produced and which they have sent. They'll just identify the fault in one of the batches. So in one batch, maybe 10,000 phones were manufactured. So they'll call off all the 10,000 phones from that batch, because that batch phones might have, there are some errors in that, software error या कुछ तो error हो गया वो batch में particularly. So they'll keep so that coding also helps in that. ठीक है, तो वो batch 10,000 phones which we have manufactured, there is a glitch in that uh, was few of the phones from that batch. ठीक है, we don't know which phones, but they have identified few glitches. They have received some complaints and they have found out some problems in that phone. So they will call off all the batches of that code number. So that codification will be important in that case. Okay. So well, that's it for today. Okay. So anything, shall we log off? ठीक है, चलो.